K&N have the best air filters in the world, and they're always at SEMA. And for 2010, they have a fantastic booth down here, but they also are represented all throughout the show. So let's go and take a look through SEMA for 2010 and find out which cars are sporting K&N products. So we found Bodie Stroud, who's created this masterpiece. It's called The Real Thing, 69 Mustang, mate. It looks fantastic. Good job.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we've it's been pretty cool, the response we've had to this thing here at the show. We did a lot of work. We built the car in 4 months. As you can see, we've chopped it, we've widened it. It sits on our own custom chassis that we custom built. And one of the coolest things about the whole car is the engine. It is it's a rare 1 of 10 all aluminum Boss 494s that was built for Mario Andretti's Can-Am car. Yeah, it was pretty cool. He was here yesterday and he sat in it and everything and saw the engine, and it brought back a lot of memories.
I noticed the trumpets, you've got a special little filter in each trumpet.
Yeah, Can-Am filter. Yeah.
Specially made?
Specially made. From what I understand, it's only the second set they've made. So
You've only recently just finished this car, haven't you?
Very recently. We were actually putting on nuts and bolts as we were putting it in the trailer.
And where are we going to be seeing this beauty next?
We kind of got it scheduled with Mario right now to do the first test drive on it. So we're going to have him run it at the track and see
how it goes.
How that goes.
So it's going to get driven.
It's going to get driven. Oh yeah, no, it's got too much horsepower not to drive it. It dynoed at 777 horsepower. Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, buddy. Keep your eyes peeled for The Real Thing hitting a racetrack near you very soon. So we found ourselves over at the GM booth now with Tommy Z from Revolution Styling, who's created an award-winning Camaro. You won the Gran Turismo award.
Yeah, I can't believe we got best. We tied for first place for the best domestic vehicle here. Out of all the cars here, to be chosen just to be involved in that thing, we're super excited. Super excited, yeah.
Well, it's a sick car, and it's been pulling in a massive crowd to come and check it out. I mean, twin turbo, fantastic.
Yeah, no one's done the top mount twin turbo like we did. We had to relocate the computers, the brake booster, a bunch of other stuff that's supposed to be here isn't there.
It's fantastic. How long does it take to pull something like this together?
The car was at the engine shop for about 2 weeks, and then we had 9 days to take it from basically a bone stock Camaro to what you see here. And I can't believe we made it, but with 8 guys and a whole bunch of Monster Energy drink, we pulled it off, you know.
So this is a lucky man who got pole position at SEMA show this year. He's right up the front, Dale Snoke from Duraley Performance, and this is the Rocket. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a 1964 Mercury Comet Caliente. It wasn't a vintage drag car, but it's a recreation of one. It's real hard to come around and buy vintage drag cars these days, but it's a pretty accurate depiction of what you would have seen 1964, 1965, which would have been the birth of funny cars as we see them now today.
You moved the back and front axle forward, didn't you?
Correct. A small amount. Back then in the 60s, they were trying anything to basically to make money. They were supplementing their incomes, and if it didn't work on one week on a Friday night, they would come back the following week with something different, and that's what it is.
And one of the first things you notice as you come up here is the raised front. That's a very unique style.
It is, and it didn't work for that long. They only tried it for a couple of years, and they realized again that as the engines were producing more horsepower and they were introducing nitromethane, that it wasn't a good idea. Air started getting underneath those cars, and they started crashing. So they started lowering the front ends down and stretching the noses. But it was a heyday of drag racing, a 2-year period, a wonderful time, and a lot of people remember that, and it brings back a lot of memories with this car.
Well, we've barely scratched the surface on the K&N equipped cars down here at the show for SEMA 2010, but you can check out the full line of products at knfilters.com.